Sharper Point Commentary.
Boy, this can be kind of a depressing topic, but it's one that has to be talked about, and is being talked about more and more in more American families. The Alzheimer's Association released its annual report yesterday, and it is not great news. We are losing ground to this heartbreaking disease. But why is this happening? Is there something in the air or water that's causing more cases, or is there another reason we have more and more people with this disease? ABC's Jim Ryan brought us some of the astounding numbers from this report, including the number of new cases each year in the U.S., which is measured now in the hundreds of thousands.
300,000 in the past year. The number is above 7 million for the first time, and LaDonna is among something like 13 million people caring for somebody who is living with Alzheimer's. The number has gone up.
If those numbers went by too fast, here's what Jim said. 300,000 new Alzheimer's cases have been diagnosed in the past year. There are now 7.2 million Americans who have Alzheimer's, and there are something like 13 million caregivers of loved ones who have Alzheimer's, including my radio partner, LaDonna Harvey. At this point in America, it seems that this form and related forms of dementia are touching every American family. LaDonna, as I mentioned, cares for her dad, who's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. My grandfather died from a similar form of dementia, and my mother-in-law passed away in her mid-60s from early onset Alzheimer's. So are the factors that cause Alzheimer's getting more prevalent? Maybe not. Jim Ryan explains we may be seeing more and more cases in our population because of what else is happening to our population.
Partly a function of math. You know, if a certain proportion of the population has Alzheimer's and that population gets older and you show symptoms as you get older, then naturally you're going to have a higher number of cases. So 5% of people, 5% between 65 and 74 have Alzheimer's. By the time you get to 85, about 1 in 3 people have Alzheimer's dementia or some degree of Alzheimer's dementia.
And there will always be the errant early onset cases like the one that robbed my still very young mother-in-law of her life. Becky was a sweet, sweet woman who never did anything but make me feel welcome in her family. We're making progress on prevention and finding new ways to slow the disease once it's been diagnosed. But no matter how slow it happens, it is something that kills the hearts of the people taking care of Alzheimer's sufferers long before those with Alzheimer's pass away. Crazily enough, it is this terrible disease that convinced me that LaDonna Harvey should be my new partner on Arizona's Morning News. I know she doesn't believe in angels, but I do because she's one for doing what she does every day. And it's why she moved here, not for the job, but for her dad.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's Morning News and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.